more communities in the northeast region are being cut off from the rest of the region due to heavy rains. Also, hundreds of farmers have lost their farm produce as farmlands continue to submerge in the water, and 10 people have died so far. The National Disaster Management Organization, which reveals this, said more than 6 communities in Mamprugu-Muaduri district remain inaccessible following torrential rains across the region. Deputy Director General of NADMO, Abu Ramadan, who's leading a national response initiative, Operation Thunderbolt, spoke to Joy News after a field visit to some emergency disaster zones in the northeast and upper east regions. More in the following report.
Operation Thunderbolt was launched in Accra on Friday by the National Disaster Management Organization in collaboration with multiple security agencies, including the 48th Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces. The operation is being undertaken as part of a national response ahead of the spillage of the Bagre Dam by Burkinabe authorities. Aside from sensitization programs to be carried out in communities often affected by the spillage, the team is also adequately equipped to conduct rescue operations should the need arise. The team will coordinate its activities from a control center in Wale, the West Mamprusi municipal capital of the Northeast region. Deputy Director General of NADMO, Abu Ramadan, who is leading the operation, says the team arrived on Saturday and has conducted its first assessment of the situation in some flood-prone areas. He discloses the situation is already getting worse, even as the Bagre Dam is yet to be spilled.
The team have been joined by the 48th Engineers Regiment of the Ghana Armed Forces to help in the operation this year. And as you can see, we have in excess of close to about 50 men, from both joint teams, from NADMO and that of the 48th Engineers. And today actually the team went to overseas around Yagaba to do an assessment, went also to Pasinkwe to monitor the water levels. And unfortunately, the dam has not been, the spillways have not been opened yet, but it looks as if the entire place is submerged in water. The water levels are high, the currents are high, and already, as you know, with 10 cases of death have been recorded, unfortunately, already. So the team have gone on the first recce today. Tomorrow morning, we'll be meeting regional heads of NADMO from the Upper East, from Northeast, and also from Northern region to look at the impact areas and how to spread the teams within those communities so that we can mitigate the impact should the water be spilled, and also the high water levels already to see how we can save lives and property.
Mr. Ramadan also says 6 communities could not be accessed by the team as they are cut off by the weeks-long heavy downpours. He, however, assured residents who are trapped in those areas to remain calm as the team is capable of responding to any emergency situation in the operational zone.
The farmers who attempted harvesting, who are doing early harvesting when even the crops are not ready for harvesting, were stopped. And we encourage them to stop the harvesting because it's risky. And in some places, they even found fishermen who had gone to put fish nets in the water, and they were there to check on their catch, and the nets were even empty, and putting their lives at risk. So the team managed to also talk to them to ask them not to go close to the water. And already 6 communities have been cut off around the Yagaba area, and we're looking at how best we can remedy the situation for those communities immediately. So tomorrow decisions will be taken, a joint decision between NADMO and the 48th Engineers Regiment, the team from Accra. We will take a decision as to how and what strategy to deploy in carrying out this year's operation. I can assure you that we are ready. The 48th Engineers Regiment has boosted our logistical strength too as well. When it comes to items, we are fully ready. All 5 regional offices are well stocked with relief items to take care of the situation. Should there be the need for additional, the headquarters is also ready. We have stock in place to also give support should any region run short of it. So I'll say we are fully prepared for this year's activity, and all the regions are fully stocked.
NADMO is meeting its regional directors this morning to map up a final strategy of the operation. But that meeting is being delayed by the rains that have been relentless across the region since from the middle of this month. Elias Sutanko reporting.
Elias Tanko is our correspondent in that region. He joins me via phone for more to also assess the situation in Northeast. Elias, so our community is submerged in your area. Hello, Elias Tanko, if you can hear me, I'm asking you to paint a picture of the situation in your area.
Well, I mean, more communities, as I said in the report, are being cut off. As I speak right now, 6 communities in the Mamprugo-Muaduri district remain inaccessible. And some parts of the Cherponi area, we understand some roads are currently flooded. Hundreds of people, dozens of people, so to speak, are currently trapped in their homes, especially in the overseas area of the region. And farmlands are also submerged. Farmlands, we understand this morning, continue to submerge in several parts of the region. And I mean, like the NADMO assessment yesterday, when they went to the assessment, they have revealed that some roads are also inaccessible now. And people are also moving. I mean, there were some people who have not moved, who are still occupying parts of the waterways in the White Volta, and so they are also evacuating. But like you said, several communities are currently in water. People are not able to move out from their communities in parts of the Northeast region.
So how are they coping with the situation?
Like you heard the NADMO director saying, they are asking the people there to remain calm because they believe that in serious situations they will be able to come to their aid. But as I speak to you right now, the people are not able to move, especially people around the Jadema area. They are not able to move out from their communities. And I must say that this is not the first time every year. It's something that they experience. And so from my sources in those communities, the situation have not really intensified that much, just that the bridges to their communities, the roads are flooded, and so they are not able to move out. But their houses themselves have not been affected. And so they are hoping that the rains will stop a bit so that they will be able to access the road and possibly move out of their communities or resume economic activities in those areas.
Elias Tanko is our man in the Northeast region.